Good afternoon, everybody from sunny Scotland. Hope you're all keeping well out there. Nearly the weekend. Just to let you know, this is the fifth day of my weekend. Still another 2 days to go, and then I'll start a fresh weekend on Monday. Such is the life of somebody who's retired. Right, I'll bring the guys in. At the moment, we've got the bearded one party goer, and we've got Di making a better life. I think Dale might be able to get in at some point. I'm not too sure yet because obviously he's working. Right, just bring that chat up again.
Yeah, much better life if we had a party blower, just saying.
Oh, yeah. Right, what am I doing today? Change cameras. Oh. Ordinary overhead? No, leave it on there. I'll just alter that camera a wee bit. Bear with me while I zoom that out a little bit. There we are, that's a bit better. Let's see if I can alter the angle. Wrong way, that way. How's that?
Well, that's looking all right.
Grand. Bring up the YouTube chat. There we go. Right, so I've got a piece of ash. I think it's ash anyway. A bit gnarly. Well, get it down to round. I'm basically just going to do an open form out of this, like rather than a closed vase, maybe an open vase type of shape on this one. So I will, first of all, put me back away so I don't get shavings in the tin.
Put me back away so I don't get shavings in the tin. No.
You got YouTube as well, Wayne.
No, I've actually got it muted.
Why is it you?
I'm back in again. Oh no, I'm back. Is that all right?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Well, we get a bit of feedback there. Not to worry. Right, I'll get some turning done now. So, it's around about 5.5 inches long. It's 4.5 inches square at the moment. I'm turning at around about 820, so I'll just get this down to round.
Okay, right, let's quickly read out.
I think I'll use that
in the chat.
Ball gouge on
Let me just quickly scroll to the top of the YouTubes. Well, I can do it if you want to do it, mate.
Well, I'm just thinking I'm there now, mate. We've got Sid Repurposing's in first. We've got Mike Hugh from Ilminster, Darren J. Callison, Bob Nye's in the chat. We've got Chris Dodds, Andy Akers for turning, Robbo Robertson, g'day Robbo, Chris Dodds, Doug Miller, Terry Bartlett, Robert Dolman, Wood Residuary by Colin. Hodgepodge is in the chat, and I'm assuming Harry. Rubber Dub. Amy DeAngelis is in. Hi, Amy. And Pete from Twisted Trees. Hi, Pete. That's everybody that's in my chat. I don't know whether your chat's different, Jamie.
No, I think you got it right, mate. If we've missed anybody, then well, just say, Di, you missed me.
Yeah.
Read out your name. So, question of the day for the people out in the chat. If Drilly was to write a book about himself, an autobiography, what do you think that book would be called? So again, if Drilly was to write an autobiography, what do you think the title of that book would be called? Mike the General Wood Turner's in.
Hey, Mark.
Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for coming along. I'm sure Jamie goes on the internet and looks up things like obscure questions to ask in live YouTube.
Nah. Sidri Purpose says, my abrasive life.
Hodgepodge has got a question for you, Wayne. What's the grain orientation?
It's end grain, this one. So the
Right.
grain is running that way.
Amy says, Journey of Jewellery featuring Wayne the Wood Jedi. Robert Dolman says, I was Wayne's main squeeze. Lawrence is in.
Oh, this is really gnarly, this is.
Mark
Good.
says, Wayne the Woodturner, my part in his rise to stardom.
The one from Pete there, 100 Years of Sander. Or is it a tale of abuse though? Is it, I prefer it when it is a coffee, not a wine?
Hodgepodge said, how I screwed my life. Doug Miller says, I'm so dizzy. Terry Bartlett says, my spinning life. Amy says, I'm a smooth operator.
Also the title of the song.
Yeah. Steve over at SK Craft is in.
Hiya, Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Just think, if Drilly was chorus, it could be called No Strings Attached. Darren says 50 grades of sandpaper, the tales of a desperate Drilly. TJ Turns says Drilly goes to Dumfries. Very good, Terry, very good.
Very good.
Rob CP says drilling my way through life. Hodgepodge says I spin my head right round, right round. Mr. Thompson is in the chat.
Hiya,
Yeah.
Jake.
Rex B says hi, Master Wayne and the infamous earworms. Hello, Rex.
There's been a bit of worm in this as well.
David Nichols says sorry I was late, but what wood is it?
It is ash, David. A piece of pretty gnarly ash.
Steve says hi everyone, thanks for the lovely welcome. Just a quick visit while I have a bit of lunch.
Oh, pinned to the top of the chat is the link at the top of the chat is for Steve's live tonight, which I believe, as usual, will start at 7:45.
There we go.
I can't believe it's Friday already. Where's this week gone?
Amy says Drilly and Wayne's Big Shed Adventures. Woodworm pulls in.
Hi, Paul.
Clint says my first piece of ash, life as Drilly. Darren says, my life as a TARDIS power plant, drill is untold story. Hashtag Wayne is a Time Lord.
Right, just get my dividers. Yep, that'll do. Right, get this flipped round now. Fastened into the chuck, then we'll start getting some shape into it. Take the elbow stabber out.
Darren says, so do some exercise, burn some calories, smash that like button, folks.
Right. Now to decide on the shape. It's got a few cracks and things in this, but I'm not overly concerned about that.
Marvelly Maker says he's in. He says, afternoon all. Has he finished yet? Close. Close. About 3 or 4 minutes away. Phil Miller says, I'm late to the party. What's Wayne up to? What are you up to, Wayne?
Hang on. Right, so what I'm up to, I've got this really gnarly piece of ash on the lathe, which has also got a bit of worm in there as well. And I'm just making an open form out of this. I'm undecided at the moment whether it's going to get coloured or not. We shall see.
Do you know what? Amy has just actually given me an idea. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to take a notepad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down some notes and some ideas you people out in the chat would like to see Wayne turn on a Saturday, on his Saturday show. So if there's anything you want to see Wayne do, you just let me know. And I'll throw this list at him. So Wayne, do that. And he will say, you're jerking, man. But he will do it. Malcolm Douglas says, afternoon all. Hasn't Wayne finished yet? I don't think you would have finished by now, Wayne.
I know. I'm taking me time. It's Friday. Let's enjoy the moment. I'm starting to think now I'm going to close this over.
Jake says the Statue of Liberty.
I haven't got any copper.
Or maybe you can give a gift back to the French then. A zip vase.
Now, there's something I haven't done.
There we go, that's a good one.
It might take me a wee while to do that. Next month, I am going to go down to. I'm going down to see Glyn down in Scarborough. In fact, quite a few of us are going to see Glyn down in Scarborough next month, and he's not that far away from David Lowe, who's a professional wood turner and has specialised in the past in doing zip vases. So I might just wait until I've been down there and ask David for some advice.
Jake says you ain't going to do it with that attitude.
And that'll do for that part. Just get this curved a little bit better down here.
Oh, Darren's giving you a big challenge there, mate. A bowl with a captive ring in the middle.
A bowl with a captive ring in the middle.
That would look pretty cool. There's a couple of people that wanted a captive ring, actually. I haven't taken names, I've just taken ideas.
Oh, I can do a captive ring. I can't do a captive ring on this because I've gone a bit far. But if
SK
you
Craft
like-
is off at the moment.
Cheers, Steve. Thanks for coming in. If you like, what I do tomorrow night is after I finish doing the yarn bowl, I could do a quick goblet with a captive ring. Because I think like most people. Go on.
I was going to say that would come under the category of something with a captive ring. So that would be somebody's request. Chris Dodd says a walking stick.
A walking stick.
Yeah, you could do that for Drilly because he's getting on a bit.
He is. Just clean the top off on this now.
Hodgwood says, I saw a demo recently with a zip vase. Basically, he had to crack the piece and then use a Dremel or small router from the groove to fit the zipper.
Now, David, like I say, David Lowe specialised in doing them. He actually got his zips. Now, I can't remember if it was Poland or the Czech Republic or somewhere like that. But they've actually got a couple of his vases on show at the factory where he gets the zips from. And I'm sure he's been across there demonstrating how to do it as well.
Hodgwood says, what's the best way to cut the yarn portion out of a yarn bowl?
Right. The way I'm going to do it tomorrow, there's a variety of ways of doing it. You can actually draw the like the design on, then do a load of drill holes, and then using a Dremel go through them to cut it out. What I'm going to try tomorrow night is using a jigsaw. So my plan is to get one of my jigsaw blades and actually cut it in half, and then use a jigsaw to cut the bit out for where the yarn comes through.
James Crafts and Creations in says, question. Oi, Wayne and Jamie. Did you ask a question, Jen? have I missed something?
That's just popped up on mine. No, that's all I can see. Does it continue?
I know. I'm
No,
gonna quickly.
no, it
I'm
says
gonna quickly
afternoon, Pete.
scroll up. It says, "Good afternoon, Wayne, Jamie. How are you?" I can't see any questions. Oh, what's that? No, that's good afternoon, Amy.
All right, get this
Woodwork
sorted
Learner
now.
says, "Be nice to see a comfortable walking stick, stick turned as all I go are metal ones." Darren says, "Pete, there are captive rings and there are captive rings. Try one in the middle rim of a bowl. That's a real challenge." Amy says, "I request something on behalf of Baz." He requests Bernie Bernie.
I think that's the only word that Baz knows, to tell you the truth.
Well, it's actually Le Bernie Bernie. Copperell says, "Oh, everyone, I'm late again. Dang, work keeps getting in the way. It's alright, just quit." If only if it was that easy, right?
You know, I'm starting to think this is beach now, not ash. Yeah, I think it is definitely beach.
Woodwork Learner says, "Hi Ben, you want something out of walnut?" Oh, Benjamin's in.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Ben, we're taking requests for the Saturday show. If you want to get in early with some of your, actually, that might not have been a good idea to ask Ben.
No, well, see, Ben sent me a wee gift a couple of months ago, which was a box of a whole variety of stuff in there, and every one of them was titled walnut.
Ben just says, "I currently have 1 kilogram of birdseed that's spilt all over my lounge floor, but it's going to stay exactly where it is until after Wayne's alive."
Just open the windows, mate. Open the windows, it'll be
See,
dealt with.
That's commitment, that is. Phil Miller's in, says, "Wayne, what about using a pad saw for a bit more control?"
Yes, you could quite easily use a pad saw. You could use a coping saw as well. No problem whatsoever. I
How
just
would you
thought
cope?
I'd do. Yeah, exactly. How would you cope?
The last yarn
Um,
bowl I did, I made the hole by waiting until I was buffing it and then firing it across the workshop. And where it naturally cracked, I just made that bigger with a file.
And then super glued it all back together. Jigsy Shed's in. Hello, John.
Hey, John.
Can't wait.
I think I'm going to have to go back to the 120 for that bit there.
Darren says, "Pete, to each their own. I'm not a huge fan either. I just did them to prove I could. I don't have a captive ring tool either."
You don't need a captive ring tool.
No,
I do have one, but
me
you don't
buying
need
one,
one.
though. Yeah, did stop me buying one either. Is there a second person called Mark in? Because everyone's saying hello to Mark, and I can't see another person called Mark.
Mark Stratton. Hey, Mark.
Why can't I see Mark's commenting? I swear StreamYard does this to me sometimes.
Well, you've been reading out things before they've even appeared on my screen.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Mark Shorten's in the chat.
Hey, Mark.
Mark, we're taking requests for Wayne to turn on Saturday shows, mate.
Mind you, we have already got some requests. I'm sure Udai's got a few written down.
Yeah, I've got a couple written down as well. Let's write it on this other bit of paper anyway. The ones I've already got written down. What have I got?
There was the captive rings being suggested tonight. Crackle
yeah.
glaze was on the list.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
that's
that.
been done.
Have you? Oh, of course, you've done the crackle.
Yeah,
Haven't you? What was
I
the
did
other
that
one?
last week.
And the water drop bowl's been done.
Yeah, the water drop bowl's been done.
It's on one of these little sheets of paper that I've conveniently shuffled.
I really need to sort out my handwriting. I can't even read some of it. It looks like I've written down here Heskey Brodlers.
Eh?
Heskey
Yeah.
Badgers. I tell you what, I think my handwriting's the same as yours. I swear I've just read that.
Or Teskey Brothers.
What
I don't
I'm
know.
doing,
I've written something down.
I'm putting Yorkshire grit on, but what I'm doing, I'm trying to keep it out of all the gnarly bits. Otherwise, it's just going to get caught up in there. But if it does, it does. I'll just either pick it out or blow it out or something.
Everyone's saying goodbye to Jennifer, so I take it Jennifer's had to take off.
See you, Jennifer. Probably going to make Mark's coffee.
Maybe. I've got a Pepsi Max here at the moment.
What have I got? Oh, I've got coffee.
Well, one Paul says, question. How about a goblet with a twisted stem?
A goblet with a twisted stem. Now, by twisted, do you mean spiral or do you mean off centre? Just ask Paul.
Ooh. Ben's got a suggestion. He thinks you should do the reverse of what Mark did. So instead of making a bowl out of an elephant, you should try making an elephant from a bowl.
Nah.
I'm going to say that.
I'm not that good a carver, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Multi-axis turning, mate.
Multi-axis.
Ooh, what's that chap's name now that just creates animal heads by just continually shifting
forgot.
between centres? Yeah,
I saw one
amazing.
guy that he made like an eagle head or something like that.
Yeah, I've forgotten his name. I'm sure he's over in the States. I may well be wrong.
Yeah.
Amy says a narrow stem vase.
Narrow stem vase. Okay.
And we've got Jens in the chat from Denmark. Hi, Jens.
Hi, yeah.
How you doing?
Right, that's the Yorkshire grit done. Has it gone in there? Yes, it has. Right, I'm just going to get my... I might have to switch my compressor on. Yeah, I'm going to mute for a couple of minutes till the compressor comes up.
Hodges got it. Derek Weidman or Weidman.
We've got a few ideas to keep you going for, I don't know, a show. Oh, there you go. Would work that inside out turning or a bird box. There's a couple of good ideas. A bird like a bird box bowl. A bird's mouth bowl, I think they call it.
Or a birdhouse.
But there's a bird. I think it's called a bird mouth bowl. Have you ever seen them? Have you ever seen them like they look like half bowls? They look like they're coming out of one flat piece of wood.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah.
Mike Walt's done one. I want to try and do that.
An emerging.
Yeah.
So you
That's the
kind of
word I'm
got.
looking for.
Yeah, you need. See, I've been trying to work out how to hold that on the lathe.
So I think it's a case of just making putting a faceplate on a bit of wood.
So you end grain to
then-
hemisphere, don't you, and then split it.
Yeah,
But then you've got a quite off-center piece.
yeah. I don't see no
Yeah,
reason
gone
why
back.
if you couldn't. I don't see no reason why if you couldn't get a piece of wood and have it completely off center. But if you think about it, right, if you got a faceplate and let's say for argument's sake you get a massive chunk of wood, if you get the exact same weight and put it the opposite side of that, and even in all four opposite
yeah.
corners, that will even out the weight distribution, which means your lathe wouldn't shake. So if you just screw that many pieces of wood to a big faceplate, you'd be all right, surely. Right, Malcolm Douglas said spiral coloured vase as per Stuart Mortimer.
Oh my! Like now you're bloody asking, aren't you? In a live. Dear me. I bet you, now, to tell you the truth, now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love his work. I think he's absolutely brilliant, Stuart is. But to do one of them spiral vases, I would think he spends hours and hours and hours doing them.
Oh, yeah.
Some emerging pieces.
Yeah, Hodge is just saying
just
there's a
did-
video of someone using a counterbalance setup.
That's right. That's the word I was looking for. Counterbalance. I just did that massive emerging vase, didn't I? Looked like a boot.
Yeah.
Hodgepodge says there's a video somewhere out there that shows using a counterbalance like you were talking about. I think Cole did something like that, and I even think Robbie the Woodturner made something as well that's similar like that. Am I right thinking that, Wayne?
He may well have done. There's been quite a
Even-
few people when they've done the emerging bowls have used sort of counterweights to balance everything up.
Pete's
And
just,
it probably
I'm
helps
sure-
with getting the bowl centralized as well.
Yeah, Pete's just
So, I
mentioned
think-
how I'd perhaps do it is just having a disc as large as you can get over your bed. And then, like you say, you can center your bowl on there and then just add some scrap to counterbalance it.
So I actually think
Even just
Cole
screw through.
actually. I don't want to say he invented the idea, but well, maybe he did. I don't know. I think Cole made a video on coming up with a jig that actually holds pieces off center, and it's got loads of like I forgot what they're called now, like the metal clamps, metal. What are they called? Metal hose clamps.
Yeah,
And it's basically got you can attach a load of them on there.
Jubilee clamp kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of them things. Yeah, you can actually fit loads of them on there. So if you want to just clamp a load of pieces of wood to it to keep it stable, you can.
I'm gonna have to have a look at that. I've seen a few different ways of doing it, and it's one of those, you know what I'm like. I like to look at the way everyone else has done it and then try and find my own completely different way that amalgamates all of them.
Amy said a square jar. So Daryl from Dreadnought Woodturning does that, doesn't he? A lot of them.
Pat Carroll does as well. Square boxes with designs on each facet.
Yeah. Lawrence says 3 boiled eggs, one in another, decorated as the Russian ones. like the dolls.
I've done boxes. I've done boxes inside each other. In fact, Yuval over in Italy has got a set of them.
What was that banana you was telling me about earlier, Wayne?
No, I'm not doing one of them.
Oh dear. Robbo's in. He says, I actually have a faceplate that has a rod with a sliding weight that locks to it somewhere. There you go.
No, there's a bloody good idea.
Yeah.
Benjamin says, turns out Pat Carroll was Irish.
He is.
Did you not know that, Ben?
He's always been Irish.
To be sure, to be sure.
Is that why they check twice?
At least he thinks he has. Michael McEwen's in. He says, good morning, Wayne, Worms and chat.
Good afternoon.
Hodgepodge says, one of those boxes where you turn a bowl, cut it in half on the bandsaw, and then glue them rims together. It look, the chat's just shot up. Glue them together so it looks like half a pit of bread, and then add the lid with a finial.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
bit
don't
like
know to work that out.
Is that thing that what's his name,
It's
Captain Eddie used to do?
No, it's a thing that Colwyn Weir used to specialise in.
I can remember Captain Eddie did something, and he used to turn it, and you had to be really precise with it, and then you spun it round, and it almost like, I don't know, it's like a continuous. It's like a continuous pattern.
Well, basically, what I think is being suggested there is that you turn your bowl. Okay, so you got your bowl turned, then you split it in half, flip it round so you glue the rim together.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you do other things with it after you've done that.
So you could actually make it look like a handbag, if you like, or a purse.
You could.
Mole Valley says a miser bowl or a bowl from a plank.
Okay. I haven't got that exactly on centre.
Darren says a TARDIS bowl. You know where the inside is bigger than the outside. Surely the Time Lord can pull that off.
Well, I've done a few of them.
Darren, this also said a Taurus.
That's something I've never done.
A big donut. You are what you make.
Oh.
Don't.
Speaking of bowls that are bigger on the inside than the outside, I'm playing around with an idea at the minute that may have a use for bowls where you go through the bottom and create a funnel.
All right, yeah, it's all right. I've already
rescue 'em.
found something for them. It's called a wood burning stove.
Yeah.
It's called heating.
Well, you can always put another process in there, can't you? You can just let them have a life before they get to the stove. But that is a good use for them.
Damn it. What am I looking for?
Don't know, mate. What are you looking for?
Olive tool.
idea for Wayne is a box shaped like an egg. Egg box. Okay, put that down.
There's quite a few people just done them. Carl did one in memory of Braxton.
Yeah.
I did one on the end of the spindle.
Ben says someone suggests a segmented piece.
No, that'll never happen.
Douglas Mungham says a galaxy platter. So Wayne's actually done one of them before. I actually kind of stole his idea of that.
But yes, I'll do a galaxy platter again if you like.
Actually, speaking of stealing ideas, Wayne put out a video on the live. What was it, last week, Wayne, or the week before? Last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, last week.
That wasn't last week. It was the week before.
Yeah, the coloured and textured rim.
That's right. One. And as soon as we come off air, I said to him, I said, right, I'm going to go and copy that. So I did. And this Sunday, Wayne and myself are going to have our own renditions of our bowls. So Wayne's going to put his edited version of his bowl out, and I'm going to put my rendition of Wayne's bowl out. So Wayne's version is going to be called Big Brother. My version is going to be called Little Brother, and unfortunately, I've got his music.
So decent.
Yeah, it's going to be the first time ever Jamie's had decent music on his premiere.
Yeah.
Right, let's just see how far down I need to go on that.
What did we get up to? So we got up to...
Yeah, that'll do.
We got up to the galaxy platter, I think. I don't think I saw any of that. Hodge Cross says Russian nested dolls. We've already had that, Hodge.
What was that one?
The Russian nested dolls.
All right. Right, I'll not do the dolls, but I will do at some point the nesting boxes. Similar type of thing.
Jigsy says, what do you mean, unfortunately? Well, you've heard Wayne's music. What made it even worse is I had to proof the video, so I actually had to listen to it again.
You can actually tell. Hang on, let's turn this off. You can tell that Jamie doesn't listen to my music in my premieres because he put a premiere out the other. He put a premiere out the other week, saying that I'm using a weird style of music in this, and it was bloody country music. It wasn't even the blues.
You had to go there, didn't you? Darren says a sphere within a cube. Now there's a challenge.
It is. That's probably one that I'm not going to be taking on.
Someone done a resin sphere inside of a wooden cube. I can't remember who did that. I remember seeing. I remember seeing.
Done a few.
Steve done. I haven't. Steve done cubes inside of cubes inside of cubes inside of spheres inside of cubes.
He has, yeah.
He went crazy with it.
I think Steve's got the he's got the crown tools for doing the Chinese ball type things. So if you obviously you're in here, so you do watch my lives and videos and things. I tend to do a lot of fairly simple stuff. Okay, I do a fair amount of colouring, but I do a lot of fairly simple stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I do gets sold. So I like to keep it simple, quick, so I can make some profit out of it.
Mulvator says, the JPs have music in them then? I only have them muted.
Oh, need to turn the speed up.
Christos says, I did a hole inside of a cube, just saying.
No, I'm not going too thin with this because it's cracked to hell and I don't want it blown apart.
Got to say, mate, we've got some pretty good ideas here. Right, let's start taking some ideas for Wayne now.
Oh dear. Well, my chat's all over the shank again.
Now I know what you guys want to see. I can expect the views of my channel to start going up. More to the point, we can start expecting Wayne's views to start going up now. Now we know his channel category's under the right one.
See, I'm trying to see if I can get mine to go up subliminally without posting any more videos.
Believe it or not, Wayne's channel was under entertainment. Can you believe that?
I don't know why I invite you in here. I really don't.
What's it? Oh, Douglas Mangum's come up with another one. He says, cone on an upside down cone. Like a 99. Yeah, let's just do an ice cream.
Yeah, I can't quite. I get that.
I think I know what he's talking about.
Like an hourglass.
Yeah, Hodgepodge, you got it right. It was on entertainment rather than how to. Amy says make a wooden drilly. You could do that off centre.
I mean, the walking stick handle's probably the easiest tool centre thing.
Yeah. We've had that, Ben, a sphere-shaped box. Rob CP says a pumpkin box.
No, not going there.
Douglas, Pete says, Douglas, you mean like a Diablo? Tried that hard to get the balance right. Darren says, I saw a nice clock done with a clock mounted in the bass drum, turned miniature drum kit. Nice multi-piece, but a bit of turning, sitting on a turned bass.
Ooh, Ben's had a good idea. Instead of turning, maybe you just demo using the pizza oven.
There we go. We've spoken about that before, Wayne.
We have.
We could get Wayne doing that on the Virtual Craft Festival.
Can I get my camera set up for that? I should be able to now, since I've got decent Wi-Fi in here. Let's move that in. I'm working pretty far down on this, so I should be able to get me to it. Yeah, I can.
If you're extra lucky, you might show your Bryn as well.
The thing is, we're doing that, as Jamie knows, once I've got all the prep work done, and you wouldn't want to see me prepare the bread dough and everything, once I've got all the prep work done, and the fire's lit, the oven's lit, it takes less than a minute to cook the pizza.
It takes about 30 seconds.
Well,
So
you could turn a platter for the pizza to go on, or make a peel.
What I would suggest is everyone buy a ticket to Wayne's, right? And we all sit in his back garden and have a bit of pizza. Oh, John Scarrow says, question. Is the captive ring going to be on the inside, Wayne?
See, I was trying to figure out, now I'm going to go back to Darren on this, because I've been thinking about what you were saying about the captive ring on a bowl, and I'm not very sure what you mean by that. Or do you mean that I put a like shape the bowl and then have a cove in at the top of the rim and do a captive ring with that?
Do you want me to show him
Because I
how
know
it's done, Darren?
Brian did something very similar to that on a goblet a few weeks ago.
And he's off. He's got to go to do some cribbage.
See you, Andy.
Could that be grandkids? Could that be code for grandkids coming over? My nan taught me cribbage, so maybe I'm taking it that way.
He said, Rob CP said, Joseph King did a captive ring bowl.
Did he?
I've not seen that.
No, neither have I.
Neither have I.
Just got a little bit to clean out down in that area.
Darren says, Jay's Wooden Things AU has done a nice example.
All right, okay.
He said, Douglas Mungham says, a wasted bowl with a captive ring.
There's a right. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a right nasty bit right at the bottom there. I'll do. Now, where's my bloody inertia sander? I haven't used it for ages, I'll not be able to find it.
Darren says, turn the pizza pill for the crafty. That might take up a quarter of the time.
Mm.
Bear with me a couple of minutes. It might even be longer.
In fact, that could be an entire thing, seeing as the pizza only takes seconds to cook. You could do one of the, what they call a lunar something, one of those little half bowls with a half moon shaped rocking blade for cutting your herbs up.
Hodgeford
Pizza
says,
peel.
Wayne should make some phallic shaped cars like Scott did. That was entertaining. Chris Dodd says a lightsaber. I don't think Wayne's into Star Trek. May the Force be with Spock.
God, that reminds me, I need to order some more pads.
Amy says a tobacco pipe.
Nah. Again, I like to try and keep stuff simple. I don't think tobacco pipes are that simple, especially when you've got to choose the type of wood that you're using for the pipe.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to be real careful. Some
Pear's
wood's
pretty
burn
good.
too hot as well.
Mm. Circular wood by Keith. Sit hi, Keith. Thank you very much. My package arrived.
Brian over at Hotwood Turning's in.
Hiya, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Chris Dodd says he's a Jedi. He probably already has one.
Here we go, a bit around the rim. Get the excess wiped off. Now I have gone through with some parts on this, like there. That's totally gone through, which is all good on this type of vessel. I'll just put a wee bit of wax on the inside of this. Just to finish off with. In fact, no, I want the best grit at first, hadn't I?
Yeah, you best.
I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom on this, just in case I get a catch and me fingers start end up looking like dies. I'm not really wanting that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't stick it through any holes as it's rotating. That's how you get a fat finger.
Mark's off. He says, got to go. Breakfast is going to be ready soon. Laters, everyone.
See you, Mark.
Laters, Mark. So we're discussing actually the way the song's written out, and the hands that feel pity are pity as in pitted. But my hand's feeling pretty sorry for itself. So if I'm going to sing it, it's the other kind of pity that my hand's feeling, if that's all right with me, anthropomorphizing my hand.
Yeah, yeah.
If anybody doesn't know what anthropomorphizing means, look it up in the dictionary.
I'm surprised I said it myself.
Right, to get this part off now. How we doing on time?
2 o'clock, mate.
Is it? Bloody hell!
Yeah.
I should be on the road.
Of course, it's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ben's wondering whether customers pay that much attention to how the bottoms are finished.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm. First thing they look at.
And if it's a vase, they'll look inside as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a demo piece.
Excellent.
I just get this chopped off. Come back to the main camera. And there we are. Just a nice little pot, vase, whatever you want to call it, out of a piece of slightly spalted but very gnarly beech. It stands, what? 4 3/4 inch tall by around about, it's still about 4.5 inch diameter. So that's it. I'll bring the guys in to finish off. There you go. Put that YouTube chat up so I can see what's happening. Grand. Again, just a final look. Thank you everybody for coming along. Very much appreciated. I do enjoy doing the lives. It's nice to see folk in there joining in with the chat, answering Jamie's stupid questions. Oh, what a giveaway. He knows I don't mean it. He does. Right then, I'm going to shoot off. I've got to get on the road. I'm way up to Dales this afternoon to see what progress Andy and him have made on the grounds over the past fortnight or 3 weeks. I haven't been up for a wee while. So I will catch you all tomorrow night where I'll be doing the yarn bowl. We'll probably be having a bit of a discussion on how it should be done, the best way of doing it. If you're coming into the live tomorrow night, put your views in. If you've done a yarn bowl before, just so I can get some ideas and everything. If they're going to work for I'm going to do them tomorrow night, I'll take them on board. Either that or I'll do what I was planning to do and use a jigsaw. So I'm going to press the button and say goodbye to everybody.